What did Steorg say about this? I think this is probably about the sensory tower thing, right?
Yo, I cannot believe what I'm about to say, but Zenless Zone Zero is doing insanely good. Even with all the doom posting, the hate about the game, people saying, oh, we will not play the game, nobody is going to play this game is trash, this game is bad, nobody is gonna like it. And what's crazy is even me, I said the game is a 6 out of 10, but we should give it a chance. The game actually has community, the game will be successful.
I don't actually hear anybody like talking shit about the game anymore. I feel like everybody's like kind of stopped doing that. Like I don't hear I only heard like Legion say something about that like in his video for like 30 seconds. But like I think everybody, I don't know, everybody else is like, yeah, I feel like everybody has like stopped dogging on the game and like they're just playing it instead. That's my thing. I think it just took a little, the curve in the beginning was like a lot. Not like a learning curve. I mean like you had to get over like a little hill. It had like a bit of a rough start, but I think that's the only problem, because now the TVs are not annoying anymore, and the combat is fun, in my opinion. And everything that people were complaining about, I just don't see as a problem anymore, I guess. After like level 35, I think I'm like level 38 or something like right now.
The game is polished, and with their latest dev update, people got their hopes back with the game because they kinda listened to everything.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the tweet, they made a tweet, it was really good.
And this game in its first month, I'm pretty sure it got released at the 4th of July or the 7th, one of them. Anyway, it counts as a month. We had 2 banners and it got $96 million on mobile. This is a very good launch for the game. The game made a lot of money.
Oh, I forgot, that's mobile only. That's crazy. That's actually great. I forgot that doesn't include, that's not their total revenue.
The start, and of course there is the Hoyoverse buff, but also the game is enjoyable to many people. The characters are cool. I really like.
I do think, obviously it has a, my thing on the whole like Hoyo buff, it definitely exists. I think people will definitely play a game just because it's Hoyo, and that includes me. And I will definitely be more inclined to give a game a lot more of a chance because it's Hoyo. Versus like if it was made by like well, I don't really know that many other devs. I don't want to say Kuro because this is gonna ignite the bots, but I'm gonna like, that's like a sleeper agent where they'll be like, what the hell did you say about my team, my dev team? But like I guess if it was made by Kuro and it was like kind of like, it wasn't dog water. I actually liked the game in the beginning, as easy, I mean, but like, you know, I would be willing to give it less of a chance, like around the TVs or around the combat or whatever, but like, or the story content itself. Yeah, but because it's Hoyo, excuse me, I know like Hoyo is capable of making like really good games, so I think that's what it has to do. Because especially like HSR or like Honkai Impact Third is like some games that I've played a bit of and I really liked. Obviously, I played not just a bit of HSR, but a lot of it. But you know. That's my thing.
Drew you in. Out of
so
course,
it did help.
The fact that they had 2 banners.
Like, it's a possibility that I would have dropped the game if it was not a Hoyo game. So call me a shill if you want, but it's like a pattern recognition thing. Like Hoyo is in the business of making quality games. So I played it thinking this was gonna be a quality game, and it was.
From the start will help a lot, and the 2 banners are doing very good. And speaking of the banners, if you want to top up in Zenless Zone Zero with cheaper prices only using your UID, Lootbar is the best place. I've been using Lootbar for so long now, like other creators, and I can say that it's very safe, fast, and has so many discounts. For example, if you want to buy 6k monochromes in Zenless Zone Zero, you would buy them for $100 in the game, but with Lootbar you can even buy
like
them for $85 and save up to 15% when you register with my link in the description and get a free 15% discount code. All you have to do is put your UID here, then put your server, choose your bundle, click on top up now, and I'm going to buy right now. And as you see, I got them with the double top up. Make sure to click on the link in the description to get even more discounts. Anyway, back to the video. Just to compare something here, compared to Genshin and Honkai Star Rail together, I know that this is a launch, but it made more than Genshin and Honkai Star Rail combined. Again, that doesn't mean that I think the game is the best. I like HSR more than ZZZ.
Yeah, I mean, this is yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, he's objectively he's right, but like also at the same time, like, this is, first of all, brand new game. I think they all did phenomenally brand new, right? You also have the dead. HSR was kind of like a dead patch with Jay. Like nobody was getting her, right? So it's like it's very case sensitive. Or that's not the right word. I don't know. It's like very there's a lot of external factors that play into it, and there's way more than just like, oh, this is how much this is not how much the game just like makes normally. The game is normally at like the top of the charts, right? So it's like, and I don't know what was happening with Genshin Impact. I didn't play. I have never played. I have played that, but like maybe a couple years ago. So but yeah, with HSR is like, you know, this was there for a reason. So this is not like, oh my god, it completely outperformed HSR. Like, yeah, I guess, but like, I mean, look at other months. It's not specifically this one because Firefly is like skewed, obviously, but like, you know, like look at other
Star Rail together.
Right?
I know that this is a launch, but it made more than Genshin and Honkai Star Rail combined. Again, that doesn't mean that I think the game is the best. I like HSR more than ZZZ. I like Wuthering Waves more than ZZZ. But it's also good to acknowledge the fact that the game is good, the game is loved by so many people, and that we should stop this tribalism, and you can celebrate when the game is doing good. So much meaningless doom posting is happening for no reason. Also,
the thing is, I don't like Wuthering Waves, right? But I like that it's doing well, and I like that it exists, and it's in like the top 5 or whatever. Because competition breeds like what do you say, like competition like breeds like creativity and like ingenuity in the companies to make better products. So it pressures Hoyoverse to like be more generous possibly, or like make more like higher quality games and updates and stuff like that. So like, I mean, the more competition it has, the more they need to like amp up their production quality. So I appreciate Wuthering Waves for existing, even though I don't play it.
We saw Honkai Star Rail made 35
and if you're a WoA player, then like you should think the same thing about HSR. You should like see that HSR does well or whatever, or see that ZZZ does well, and you're like, okay, well actually I like that. You know what I mean? I would like if WoA made a lot more money, right? Because that would make Hoyoverse like kind of shiver their timbers a little bit. You know what I mean?
Genshin made 36 million, Wuthering Waves made 29 million. These games are so big. These are all multi-billionaire companies that are making so much money. You shouldn't even defend them that badly. But also you should be honest. If you didn't like the game, that doesn't mean that the game is bad for everyone. And we are now seeing a lot of people coming.
That's how I feel about WoA as well. I know it's a good game. I don't know, people like enjoy the game a lot. It's just not for me.
Back to the game after trying it and seeing people get into the end game and seeing how the game gets better and better the more you play it, and so people are finally agreeing that the game is good. I would like to make another video about my honest opinion about the game after reaching all the end game, because to be honest, to me personally, I don't think the game is insanely good. Like, I still think the game is okay. Like, I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but it got better to me, but I wasn't doom posting from the start, so it's still okay to me. Ellen Jo had a very good design in terms of abilities and kit, and Juyuan was...
I know a billion people replayed that over and over, bro.
Ellen Jo had the ketchup bottle design in terms of abilities and kit, and Juyuan was so fun.
Imagine, bro, the green screen edits.
No, with having acquiring the best characters that I can. And there's a lot of people that were doom posting the game and now currently being so positive on the internet. I'm happy to see people enjoying a game. I'm just so surprised by Love and Deep Space. This is literally the second most selling game now.
Right out of nowhere,
female first time game. That something just goes beyond Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, and that's not even a launch game. The same thing with Dokkan Battle. Okay, Dokkan sometimes goes crazy, but now it went so crazy. $32 million. Again, this is only on mobile. I can see people arguing about Wuthering Waves and why did Shang...
The thing is, like, with those anime games, I feel like they fall off so hard. Like, the only one that doesn't fall off, with those anime-inspired games, I mean, like, Solo Leveling, or, like a Jujutsu Kaisen gacha, or, like, any DBZ gacha, right? I feel like they, like, pop off in the first couple months. It's like a big cash grab. Like, they pop off in the first few months, and I feel like a big reason is because they, like, run out of, like, content or characters, because the original series doesn't have enough, right? But when the only one that actually survives is Fate Grand Order. Like, Fate Go can survive a lot because, first of all, there's like, Fate is so expansive as a franchise. There's like a billion series, right? So that you won't run out of characters to make banners for, and you can just do reruns as well as do everything. Like, And also, I don't know, they know what they're doing. They're one of the OGs. But like every other like anime inspired game, like the Naruto game or whatever, it's like I feel like they just fall off so hard.
Not do more than Genshin and Honkai
they run off. They make a few mil off of like their popularity in the beginning, like their existing popularity, and then they realize like players realize like this game is trash, so let me just like stop playing this.
Genshin and Honkai had worse banners, so we expected a better banner for Shangli, and to be honest, I didn't expect an insane amount too. I think the game is pretty big now, but I don't think it's still holding the same amount of people that like Genshin or Honkai. And also we have to point out that the game isn't good on mobile, so most of the players don't play on mobile, so it probably made way more money on PC compared to the other games that are very accessible on mobile. But still, what do we add?
Dude, HSR on mobile is actually elite. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's the best mobile gacha game. Because I don't know, it's turn-based. The turn-based combat is like so easy and clean on mobile. As opposed to like having to like try to mash on mobile with in like ZZZ or WoW. I haven't even tried it, to be honest, but like I don't know.
10 million? Okay, it's still the same. I think that Wuthering Waves is holding its place. It's a pretty good game. It's very successful now. It's one of the big 3 or the big 4 now, since ZZZ is insanely good now. But for the future, we will see how ZZZ handles.
I'm not gonna lie, that annoyed me. The little like the spit that's like still on the. It's so gross to me. Obviously, oh god, oh no, I just thought like the weirdos would be like, oh, I want to like that, like, oh god, yo, kill yourself, bro. No, it's so disgusting, dude.
For the future, we will see
put it back in there, dude, please.
ZZZ handles itself, because they promised a lot of things. They went to the Wuthering Waves route. They said, we will do this, we listened, we will do this and that and that. We have to see 1.1. Wuthering Waves in 1.1, they made a very good change, and we saw that what they are promising, they are giving what they are promising. And I have so much hope for ZZZ. I hope the game gives us better and better content. And yeah, did you expect the game to sell that much? Or did you say the game is a failure? Anyway, if you don't subscribe now, you're gonna lose your 50-50. Bye bye.
Ah, no, my 50-50. All right, good videos to York. Let's see the comments here. I personally like ZZZ Combat more than WoBA though. The game is fluid, the story is great, the character looks alive with vibrant personality, and the design is top notch. Sure, there's a lot that can be changed. Seeing how the creator's note does address some of the players' feedback, I do believe it will get better. I agree with this guy. I agree. 96 million is massive. If anyone seriously thought ZZ as a Hoyo game would flop in its first month or delusional, Lamau. Very true. But there's just it does have the buff. Like I feel like Hoyo could release like Pac-Man and that would get to the top of the charts. It would literally be #1. But there's just something that bothers me greatly with that revenue chart. And I'm willing to be proven wrong in the following months, but I just can't help thinking that Genshin and HSR dive deep so that ZZZ could soar. I know July was a slow month for both Genshin Impact and HSR as people are waiting to 5.0 for Natlan and HSR 2.5, but it still makes me think Genshin Impact and HSR spenders are just doing a rotation of Hoyo games. I mean, that's true for people like me, except I don't play Genshin, but for HSR and ZZZ, yes. I mean, it's like I can't be a new audience because I'm an existing HSR player. But I think I know like Normans IRL that like play Zenless Zone Zero, or like we're talking about Zenless Zone Zero, or I've seen it on like Twitch, like random people talking about Zenless Zone Zero who are like very brief gacha players who like played Genshin Impact in 2020. I mean, I think yeah, I think it's way, I don't know, it's easy to say that when you're inside of like a bubble, right? When you're inside of the gacha gaming bubble, it's easy to say, like it's very easy to go like, oh yeah, but they're just like circle jerking their player base, but I feel like it's not that, and it's like it's easy to say that when both revenues were down, but it's like they were down because they were dry patches. Hoyoverse debuff also. I saw some people saying the game is bad and a failure, and Hoyoverse deserves it because of how bad they were against it. Very true. I feel like the entire hate train became because of the Genshin like hate. Listen, I actually don't know why people feel like they're in like an abusive relationship with Genshin Impact. I'm not caught up with that lore. I don't see. Oh. Steork responded to this one and didn't give it a heart. He means business. I don't see how money is related to our expectations when you made a similar video about WoW, whether it's like the game was good or as we accepted or not. It wasn't about how much the money they made. What are you talking about? There were different types of expectations and people expected this game to have bad revenue and it didn't. I already said in the video that I'm making a full impression video about the game. Yeah, I think this guy's just retarded, to be honest. Ahmed guy, whatever. Take into consideration the other horror games fell off though. Yeah, like I mean, this month Horrorverse made just as much last year. Yeah, I know. I mean, you have to realize that they were dry patches though. But yeah, we've been over that. Anyways, good video. Subscribe.